Hey guys, Night Ops here, and we are back with some IXION. So technically, I guess the last episode wasn't the last episode, because I do want to see what the other ending is if we assimilate into Remus. I also want to see what happens if our, enemy reaches Remus and we just don't do anything. So more than likely what I'm going to do is, because it takes forever apparently for that ship to get there, when it enters, I'm just gonna save and then just fast forward it like crazy until it gets to Remus, and then I'll probably just cut the fast forward part out of it, let it get to Remus. We can see what happens. We're most definitely gonna probably lose the game at that point, but like I said, we're gonna see what happens because I want to know what happens with that, and then we'll just reload the save and then finish the assimilation route. But that's the idea behind that. But yeah, let's just kind of hop into this now. I kind of just got to the point of this.
The VBS Tiqqun. I am Agora of the 3rd generation. We, the IXION guides, know that you have been searching for Remus for a long time. However, we have established a delicately balanced ecosystem here on this planet that cannot suffer your presence. We remember Dolas as our first and closest ally.
Sorry, I had to shut you up there real quick, lady. I need to make sure that I'm actually getting all of these out. I don't know what I'm going to be needing a lot of for the other section.
As the one who made the Neocon Parsheville teachings visible, pioneers of genetic conatus, you have suffered repression, persecution, and extermination. In memory of the doors you opened for us, of our common past, it is our turn to open the door for you. There is a way for you and your crew to join us. You may be a part of our community. Shape it. We will no longer be we. You will no longer be you. We will become us. For this to happen, you will need to be genetically optimized for life on Remus. We will incorporate your genetic heritage into our...
Oh. Yeah, I love how she just cut him off with the Forbidden Planet.
society. You will follow the elder process my predecessor applied to us.
She's like, don't listen to her.
To the planet's gravity, to photosynthesize. You will live in symbiosis with Remus. Let me be clear. Humanity's mistake has been its attempts to transform ecosystems, to deny its place in them. We do not terraform, we change. We are not intruders. We are a crystalline part of the ecosystem. You will live longer and work according to your abilities and passions. Our elites guide us with pragmatism, intellect, empathy, and with sensibility. We have no other interest than to follow genetic conatus. Let us show you the new cradle of humanity. Trust in genetic conatus. We followed a self-similar pattern.
See, my only issue when it comes to stuff like this, because this is one thing that I love about humanity and as the human race, funny things, in anything really, like even just looking at our history, yes, the humanity destroys stuff, because we're always learning is the thing. So a lot of times we don't know that we're technically destroying stuff until later on, and we actually see like either the aftermath or we just get new technology that can actually see these things and know these things. But humanity is always advancing, like at a crazy pace compared to like just other races and stuff technically. So like for something like this, where you're living alongside, say like Remus here, right? There's no advancement. There's gonna be zero advancement because you're not technically doing anything. You're just living alongside them, and like I said, you're just working. Like that's all it is. There's zero advancement for your like new cradle of humanity. Yeah, like something that I kind of see alongside this, as like an example, is anything in fantasy when it comes to like elves. Elves are very much like nature. They live alongside nature like crazy. They have 0 advancement. Now look at, say, something like God, trying to think, short dudes, dwarves. God, I couldn't think of dwarves for some reason. Dwarves are, you know, craftsmen and stuff, runesmiths. They're always, you know, advancing, making new things, but you know, they put labor into it. Like, yes, they're mining out the earth, which could be bad, you know, say a millennia from now. But you never know. Maybe it could turn into like a Warhammer 40k issue thing with the dwarves, where they're going planet to planet. Like, they don't need their home planet anymore. You advance to a point where you don't need your original ecosystem anymore. But something like this, you turn into them, and that's all it is. Like, you're just there for eternity now. There's no advancements going on. I don't like it. I like advancement. Almost all of Palatine's weather systems have been infiltrated by Mercury. The resulting dense and toxic cloud cover would not prove conductive to the development of life or any potential colonization efforts. Let's locate the source of the Mercury River. So we have entered Numitor's atmosphere, opaque and crimson. It makes spotting anything here difficult. Extreme pressure readings have been recorded near the planet's liquid core. We await study instructions. Set up a floating research center. Where are you? We'll go with the first one. But at the same time, like, yes, advancement's good, but advancements can be bad depending on, you know, how you advance technically. Because I know we need to hit these planets too for the Remus section.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
I think we just gotta move here, correct? I also don't know, because I know in the other version you have to have colonists. So before even jumping here, I went through, placed batteries and stuff.
Has completed a task.
I'm just kind of like I kind of pre-did some stuff to make things a little bit easier for us. Oh, we're actually maxed out on our food storage here. Yeah, just fill up all the other sections then. And so, like, I already went and placed like a colonization training center here. Moved a bunch of people to Sector 1.
Awaits your attention.
Oh God, where at? Where you is? I just don't like the idea of assimilating outside of the human race. This is Dominka. Block Romulus despite the countermeasures. I won't beat around the bush any longer. We need to shut down Eden. She's altering all the data presented to you, as well as the data that crew members exchange with each other. You've probably noticed this already. Eden obeys the principles of Dolos, which today are probably more than a century out of date. She's programmed to prevent us from reaching Romulus and making a fresh start. She won't deviate from the old dreams of long-crushed corporations that brought about the lunaclism. She's totally disconnected from what the crew, including you, have gone through and are still going through. We successfully deposited a protocol for disconnection in the EVA airlock system. So I've heard you, but we're going to keep to the original plans here. Let me get those guys out of that airlock. Okay, so we still have enough in... Oh, this is Sector 5. Of course we're going to have enough in Sector 5. We're Sector 1 at 124. Okay, so we've, for the most part, trained everyone that we had moved here. So let's go Sector 1 to Sector 5. Only colonists. How many colonists do we have in Sector 1 now? 803. Okay. So we're going to do this. Let's move 803 people to Sector 5. And then let's go from Sector 5 back to Sector 1. And let's move... There's a 12, 11. Let's move like... We'll do 600 colonists to Sector 1. Just to get that out of the way. We're almost to Remus now. And I think once we kind of get here, I think that's when he jumps in. I'm not 100% sure. He jumps in at some point.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
So the team of the iceberg discovered the source, a huge lake of mercury from which the liquid metal flows. During survey efforts, Ilias Torgman fell into the lake and seems to have ingested large quantities of mercury. I still don't understand this. Unless it has like a vent on it that's venting out like the CO2. But I don't know. Normally it's like sealed suits, right? Like how does he fall in the mercury and then ingest mercury? They were saved by the team, but mission reports details how Ilias experienced multiple hallucinatory visions from the exposure. Describes witnessing UN attacks on Dolos infrastructure, wars and famines sweeping across the earth, massive crowds being crushed together, fleeing from deadly mobs. Dolos security protocols recommend Ilias be transferred to an infirmary immediately. Okay, we're almost to Remus. See what kind of resources we actually have around this too. I'd say we're good on carbon and stuff because I went and did a lot more carbon, moved all my whoop. Beautiful. Big old marble in the sky. It's weird because there's so much like water everywhere in between everything too, like landforms. You can see the mesas and stuff down there. It's wild. I love it so much.
Population transfer complete.
Okay, so we do need a science ship here. Okay, I'm just gonna have you come back to the Tiqqun because I don't think we don't really need all the science around here. We have more than enough that we actually, you know, have/need. Didn't I send out a probe like right next to us for carbon? I'm so confused. Maybe not. Here, we can do it here then.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
The Tiqqun.
A probe has completed its scan.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Oh, it's this planet. The thin atmosphere will provide... Oh, yeah. Reading the wrong parts. Luperca's atmosphere is very thin and toxic. Visible particles hang suspended within it and move in the light winds of the planet. Impressively, vast quantities of diamond encrust Luperca's surface. The thin atmosphere... Can you imagine falling and just, like, slicing your arm open on, like, I don't know, the surface of the planet, I guess, at that point? Like, slicing it bad. Like, some... Like, oh my god. Like a piece of the diamond that's just been, like, cut by the wind. The thin atmosphere will provide little protection. We have chosen a study location that rarely experiences a direct exposure to Ilia, the star of the system. Any increase of Luperca's surface temperature could jeopardize the team's safety. I guess, yeah. Build an exploration thing here. I don't remember this one. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know now. I need to move some more metal to Sector 1, though, that's for sure. More alloy. I've been thinking about playing Frostpunk 2, because they did just have a free... They're like, free massive update. We have entered Numitor's atmosphere, opaque and crimson. Oh, wait. I already want to do this. Whoops. I chose the wrong ship before. On accident. It says retrieving resources. Okay, let's do Sector 6 then, because I don't think we're doing anything in Sector 6 for it. Yeah, it's just standing by. Yeah, go do that. You go do things. Oh, nope. Okay. Iceberg is just about to be back to us, right? Okay, there we go. Now heading into Remus so that we can continue this.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay, Administrator, we were greeted most solemnly by the Ashtanites. Their morphology is different to ours. Taller, thinner. Their skin has slight green shade to it. Atmospheric readings indicate that oxygen is present. but insufficient quantities to support the unadapted Tiqqun crew on Remus. Without respiratory assistance, we have not witnessed any signs of poverty or conflict, and the population density is much lower than that of the Earth we left. Well, yeah, because it doesn't sound like they could, like, repopulate and stuff. And I think they don't have any militaries or anything like that. Like, if we really wanted to, we could just wipe these guys out. So let's meet with them. And I so want to. It's the point of being human, man. Advancements at any cost. I would fit in so well in the Warhammer 40k universe. Like, oh my god. The only thing that I don't exactly, I would say, agree with when it comes to Warhammer 40k universe is the unnecessary loss of life. Like, I get some of the loss of life is, like, you know, loss of planets and stuff, giving up planets. Like, I can understand that as a strategic point, but sometimes, man, it just feels like they're giving up lives just to give up lives. It's like, bro, you could pull out and then reinforce with a stronger force. Like, come on, man. Sometimes they kill me, man. It's like, bro, you lose like 50 people, just take out like a few more enemies that are rapidly multiplying. Like, just taking out a few and losing all of yours is not going to help you there. Just give up that small foothold. But I love the 40k universe. It's like fantasy, both like sci-fi and fantasy. I love them both. I love the Total War Warhammer games. Come on, fellas. Do your thing. Okay, so that one got enough resources that it needed. That one's good. Okay, we're back here in Remus. We have met with them. Okay, yep. So this is new. We have met with the Ashtangite representatives. We are surprised at first by the limited ceremony of what seems to us a monumentous occasion. Received on a beach, we were then taken to a cliff top that looked out over their ocean. Many Ashtangites joined the gathering. Some simply watched, others inspected our suits and devices. Following our exchanges with Agora and the other members of the Ashtangite hierarchy, a proposal was made. If we agree to join them, the Ashtangites will reveal the location of temples within the Ilia systems. Each temple contains a fragment of a blueprint for a bioengineering center. Constructing this on board the Tiqqun would allow us to adapt ourselves for life on Remus. So, I'm gonna temporarily leave real quick. We're gonna save this. So let's do this. New save. Before Remus choice. Even though I already did the other ending, I don't know, I'm just doing it. And then let's accept the offer. So if you want to see the other ending where we stay as like humans and find another planet, that is the last episode before this. But I do hope, you know, you do stay to watch this one too.
Team has
Okay, let's see.
task.
This is the way. We have received the signals for the 3 Ashtangite temples within the Ilia system. We will now be able to locate the temples within our probes. So let's study it. So the Icebergs team will visit different Ashtangite settlements and learn more about their technology. Agora has offered to have them accompanied by some of the Ashtangites' most efficient researchers. And now, what I'm confused about with these guys are, were they once human? Because they do have a, like, they know of the bioengineering stuff. It seems like after they changed their genetics to, because they are 3rd generation, if I remember right. After they changed their genetics to become these things, it seems like they just wiped out a lot of their technology that has anything to do with genetics.
People of the VVS Tiqqun, we have detected the presence of a BMS warship
yep,
in the
here it
Ilia
is.
system. The Piranesi has...
Okay, let me do this. Let me lower that real quick. And then this way we can get our countermeasures up.
Followed in the footsteps of your Vol Trace. We have no weapons, no military solution against such an enemy. To ensure the survival of this settlement in Ilia, you will have to find a way to silence him, once and for all.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Yep, so we have to destroy the Piranesi. Okay. I'm just gonna name it before. Okay, and we're gonna reload to that save. Once I let this happen, I should put a skip in here, so we'll see what happens here in a second. See you guys in a bit. But yeah, he is definitely just like, I don't see this as a threat at the end of this game, man. He takes so long to get here.
And see how I reduce the prospects of the future. They are only fit for assimilation in my bowels. See how even a planet is nothing compared to the perfect being.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
Come on, keep it going. We are almost there, finally. This thing takes so long to get here. Oh my god. Come on, Piranesi. Just, you know, keep on chugging. Keep on keeping on. Do 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 do. I should add like a sped up version of when I was just waiting. I legit watched like a YouTube video and a half while I was waiting and just sitting here clicking activate missile countermeasure constantly. That thing takes so long just to move from like here to here. I get why they do it, to give people time, but man. Is that really it? I was expecting like a cutscene or something, man. I was so expecting a cutscene. I am so sad now. Oh my god, okay. I guess we'll just load back to before, yep. Not gonna lie, that really saddens me that's how it ended there. Bro. Oh my god. Okay. We are good to go. Let's actually play this like it's supposed to be played now. So Ashingite technology is greatly influenced by its terrestrial heritage, but often involves some form of genetic manipulation. Oxen are used to fertilize their land, their tails adapted for plowing, trees produce fruits of considerable size, their bark serving as food for other giant apid-like creatures. Ashingite buildings are made from cut stone blocks and fungus that shapes and strengthens the structure over time. Their scientists pointed out the watchbirds that serve as lookouts and communicate in ultrasound. We have completed a detailed report that contains the knowledge the Ashingites shared with us. So it really sounds like these guys are from the movie Avatar, if I'm being honest. They really do. Okay, so find the Temple of Free Will, Common Sense, and Merit. So large quantities of data have been sent by the team on Lupercal. They have identified the presence of however you say that, on the planet, and their reports contain a great excitement about potential new discoveries. Voljump technology and Fros works on matter undulation. However, we have received a concerning message from the infrastructure's or dedicated, God, words are hard, PA warning that the team's behavior is becoming unusual. Dolo security protocols recommend an immediate conclusion to the mission. They're probably all gonna die, but I kind of want to see what happens, if I'm being honest. Because we've already pretty much beat the game in our last episode. This is just going the different routes. I really want to see what happens if we leave them there. There's a high chance they die, but, you know. You never know. They're missing 1 iron. Bro, who is bringing... Oh, it's you. They're missing iron. 1 alloy is what they're missing, man. Okay, he's going there.
Awaits your attention.
So we gotta find the 3 temples. So I'm assuming they're somewhere on one of these planets because... Oh, wait. No, wait. Is there new... Ah, there's new things to discover in the galaxy. I see. So are these temples and, like, asteroids? Like, there's no way we just didn't see, like, massive planets hidden in space here. Like, I just feel like it's... I don't know. Let's get rid of some of these mining ships that we have.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Just so we can find these faster. Okay, we arrive on Vulcan. So, this is the team of Iceberg. We have landed on Vulcan. Proximity analysis indicates the comet is shedding large amounts of boron. Significant electromagnetic disturbances have also been detected. They appear to be similar in nature to those that were observed on the Rokantansky comet in the Immortan system. And that's where we lost our people. We lost the whole science team. They got sucked into the sphere that was on the comet. So yeah, we got to leave 1 probe up for countermeasure, 1 probe up for actual probes, and then we can just find all 3 of these this way. Which we're making another science ship. That'll be the science ship that goes here. And then once a lot of these guys actually finish what they're doing, we'll go about the other stuff. So here's the Temple of Merit. Oh, so okay, it's not a planet. It's legit just like just a floating temple in space. Bro, what? I was expecting like the temples from Star Wars or something like that. Like the Sith temples or even some of the early Jedi temples that you could find that were like, you know, strewn around the world, about the world. But it's wild. They're just like an actual temple in space. That's kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie.
A science ship team has completed a
news
task.
of the Piranesi still being operational and more enraged than ever is throwing the crew in a panic. Stand strong, Administrator. All right, so they're pretty much finished up here. Oh yeah, we let them stay, that's right. At some point within its lifespan, Lupercal was exposed to strong gravitational electromagnetic forces as well as nuclear radiation. The team has put forward 2 explanatory theories. The first identifies Ilia's transformation into a white dwarf as the cause of this exposure. The second derives from the works of Frau and Bargeville. It posits that the existence of 1 or more entities within self-similar space, entities that could or may interact with our material plane, would result in aberrations in the fundamental forces of nature. On the cusp of true discovery, the team has requested further time to be invested into the studies. I really feel like there could be something else here. Like, we've already been seeing, like, the multiverse, pretty much.
The team has completed a task.
Oh, nope, go back. Accidentally scrolled out there. Now that we've finally reached a viable exoplanet, the Tiqqun has no further purpose. The Scientific Syndicate proposes the following. As preparations are being made for colonization, the Tiqqun's sectors should be filled with batteries. Once they are charged and the crew ready for exit, a flight path will be plotted for the Tiqqun to crash into the Piranesi, igniting the stored power. Should be enough to destroy the BMS warship. Administrator, in the scenario, there is no longer any life on board the Tiqqun. I am authorized as a PA of this station to lead it to its end. Yeah. And I want to say we have all the we have all the batteries we need, and they're all fully charged, so that's all good to go. I'm guessing we have all of the colonist train that we really needed now. Yeah, so all the colonists are
The
trained.
Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
Yeah. I've already fired a countermeasure. Let's find this last... this last boyo. Last temple. Oh, okay, nice. We got... Oh, it's the Maxwell. Okay, so yeah, Maxwell, go to Temple of Merit. Let's see the Vulcan here. We ventured down into the crevices of Vulcan, seeking the source of the electromagnetic disturbances, entering a small cave full of luminescent boron crystals. We stopped to take readings. Results seemed to vary. Proceeding further in, we found a large floating gray sphere similar to the one found by the Archimedes crew. After liaising with the Tiqqun's scientific community, a number of controversial theories have been put forward and proposals made for possible experiments that might be attempted on the sphere. Debate continues. I've noticed a growing fascination for the sphere among the other expedition members. This is absurd since it's obviously only for me. I think I allowed them free reign last time, right? Or did I perform suggested experiments? Conducted on the sphere. These should allow for complete mapping. Yeah, let's give him free reign. So yeah, we have him going there. These two are kind of almost done. He's definitely going to go there to that one since it's right next to him. You'll just go to here to this one. So I'm guessing we probably didn't need to do the training for the colonization here. Oh, does this just keep using... Okay, so if you leave this on automatic, it'll just keep using your stuff, I guess? Unless it doesn't actually use it and it just sits at 0 and it just constantly uses that one over and over again until people are in it. So nice, we got Temple of Free Will, Temple of Common Sense, and Temple of Merit. And that should be the only 3 that we need, yeah.
A science ship team has completed
Because I'm guessing in this one we are instead of changing people into colonists to colonize Romulus, we actually are changing them over in the other way. Oh, we are no longer receiving transmission from the Nobel's team. Behavioral analysis of their final communication has identified signs of unhealthy fascination and self-destructive tendencies before enacting what they referred to as the descent to other gods. The team transmitted a final packet of study data. Jesus! 575 research. That's actually crazy. And let's repatriate the Nobel. So we'll get our science ship back. What? He looks alive right there. That's actually a really cool picture. I like that a lot. That is actually super cool. Let me do this. Where's print screen at? There it is. Okay. I like that a lot. That's a lot of science, dude. 623 science. I do really feel like there is something going on in the galaxy that we're not seeing. So once the Nobel gets back, it'll re-get its crew, and then we'll send them to the Temple of Free Will. Several surveys, the team of the Gear discovered the existence of a second, much smaller and denser core of Numitor. Self-similar space particles were also detected, and the team proposes that there is a correlation between the presence of these particles and the core's strong geothermal activity. Okay, leave the planet, and then Gear, you're just gonna go right next door. Because honestly, like, we don't need this science. Oh wait, Maxwell's here. Okay. So let's see. We have found the Temple of Merit, which has manifested its presence. Oh, it manifests, so it is hidden. It manifested its presence so that our sensors could locate it. So that's why we couldn't find it. The structure is emitting weak electromagnetic signals that are barely perceptible. Despite the fact it appears abandoned, the temple is still powered. This is the Maxwell team. We have docked on the Temple of Merit. We saw on inscriptions written in several languages on one of the temple walls. Several languages. So it does really seem like... Are the original people that were here just constantly like pulling people in and being like, hey, change your genetics and you could stay with us? Or were these like originally humans And the reason why it says several languages is because they're different humans, like different, like humans from Earth, like, you know, races and stuff. Yeah. And it's those kind of languages. That's what it means by several languages. But nobody from Earth, like our timeline, has reached here. But it does seem like this sector has a lot of discrepancies when it comes to like the multiverse. What just happened to the sound? Study the temple. Is that just my headset or is that actually the game? Okay, that has to be my headset. I'll have to see if it sounded like that in the recording, but oh my god, was that super bad. Okay, it's back to normal. Dude, I don't know what just happened, but something in my headset died right there. That sound was so bad. Oh, wait. Yeah, Gear went to Temple of Common Sense. So this is a Gear team. We have docked at the Temple of Common Sense. We came across an inscription winding around a temple column. It was written in several languages. I didn't get to read the other one, crap, because my headset just like died on me apparently. We enclose here the illusion of common sense, a moral habit with origins lost in the darkness of the minds that wield it. The scientific method has repeatedly shown now counterintuitive reality is. We must strip common sense away, leaving only empathy and pragmatism in their purest forms. These two modes will then find their rightful place. We have located the room where one of the 3 parts of the plan for the Bioengineering Center is stored. The temple's rooms contains objects and testimonies left by people who have become cognizant to common sense and its bias. Okay. Let me see if I click this if it'll show it. Okay, it does. We can reread it. Good. We enclose here the illusion of merit. This chimera... Is that chimera? Yeah, chimera, draped in logic, has ceased to be a tool for those who began their lives more powerful than others. Merit is an inverted reflection that judges without understanding origin. The illusion confuses explanation with excuse, and therefore prevents one from inhabiting reality. Jesus, I can't read. Following the instructions of the Ashingites, I can't remember how it's said now. We have located one of the 3 parts of the Bioengineering Center blueprint. There are offerings and messages here left by the people who have let go of merit and found balance. Okay. Oh yeah, Vulcan's team. The Iceberg team selected and prepared one of its members to enter the sphere. As they stepped through, the communication link went dead. The sphere volatilized, and boron crystals all over Vulcan began to crumble. Ah! So I didn't do that last time. Okay. Because last time we got a ship out of it, so I did do the other one. Come back to the Tiqqun to re-get your extra person back. And then we'll send you back out. Okay, since we're going to have to build the Bioengineering Center, I don't think we're going to need these anymore, so let me just preemptively get rid of these. Nice. I'm wondering, am I going to have to do my whole crew or not?
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun. A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, so they finished on Temple of Merit. Wait, Temple of Merit, the team discovered an object that apparently contains all the technological knowledge and theories of the Ashingites. Oh, I just remember how to say it. Purportedly, this knowledge would change our accepted understanding of reality. We will never know, as the crew appear to have killed each other, fighting over who should be credited with the discovery. The Maxwell will be sent back to the Tiqqun via its autopilot. Bro, what? Is that gonna happen here too? Oh my god. The crew of the gear have decided to remove their helmets and die in the Temple of Common Sense. They say that space is no place for humanity. They refuse to become Ashengites, who they call in their reports neurosynthetic Germaniums? I don't know how to say that. According to them, ending themselves there and then was the only thing to do. The gear will be sent back to the Tiqqun via autopilot. Bro, what is going on? Dude, that is crazy. I was not expecting them just to die like that. Okay, we're gonna have to do that for free will because I want to see what happens and what we find out in free will. Like, we're gonna lose people, but I want to see what is going on and like how, like what they find there and how they kill themselves. Because that is crazy. I love how in the Temple of Merit though, they wanted just to, like, they killed each other trying to get, like, figure out who's going to be accredited for the discovery. And not over what they really found. I'm telling you, man, it's something going on in, like, the fabric of the universe. Because, like, we even found something about gods on that, in that one location. It seems to really get to, like, to be able to really get to, like, the actual, or, like, define these, like, weird things, or to, like, try to put together building blocks, you have to lose people. Okay, so this is the Iceberg team. We have Doc at the Temple of Free Will. There is an inscription in the temple's interior courtyard written in several languages. Here we lock up the illusion of free will. This fictional narrative prevents us from seeing what we are and what we can do. There is no choice because the motivations that led us to choose pre-exist the choice. So saying that everything's already, like, happened and that we don't have a choice in it. Following the directions in the Ashengites, we located the room where one of the 3 parts of the Bioengineering Center's blueprints is stored. The temple contains many objects and testimonies from people in, does that say joy? In joy, liberated from free will. So explore and study the temple. And then Gear is almost back. We'll send Gear here so that the moment that happens, we'll
a science ship
be ready to go pretty much.
Its destination.
So now what happens if, let me save it real quick. Does it only give us the choice of grabbing the blueprint now, or can we redo that? Okay, so just retrieve the fragment and leave is what we can do. The team will recover the blueprint fragment required for the construction of the Ashengite Bioengineering Center and leave the temple. Okay, so that's all that's all the choices now. Okay, Gear, go here because they're gonna die. Like, they're gonna die. Like, it's gonna happen. Okay, let's speed this up. Dude, that's nuts.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
Even though I lost those crews, it was a good choice.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, so Temple of Merit. So the team has retrieved the fragment and boarded the Nobel. Okay, so they should be, yeah, I can just have them come back now. So that's one fragment down. He should be almost there, and then they're almost done here. And then Gear will take over from here.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Yeah. So the Icebergs team are not responding to our hells. Before comms breakdown, the team had started to act differently, ceasing to follow recommended Dolos protocol. They seem to have disappeared into the depths of the temple. The Iceberg will be sent back to the Tiqqun via its autopilot. Oh, we didn't find anything out like the other ones. I'm sad about that one, honestly. Bro. I was hoping we'd, like, find something out like the other 2 we did, like, about possibly what's going on in the universe. I really wish they extended this game. Because from what I've heard, I guess they ran out of funding. Hence the reason why it doesn't have, like, a sandbox mode. I think they did originally have planned. Retrieve the fragment and leave. So it does really suck that happened. Okay. Retrieve the fragment and leave. Let me actually see, was there something new here or no? No, there wasn't. Okay. I was hoping that maybe they found something that was going on there, but they did not. Okay, let's just speed this up. We'll get the last 2 fragments, and then we will be good to go.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, so yep, we got that. Maxwell, I'm gonna send you here just to collect those. Why not? Just in case we might need a little bit more research.
A science ship team
Temple of
has
Free Will.
completed a
They got the
task.
fragment and left, so we have the Great Transformation. Construct the bioengineering centers. Oh. Oh my god. I don't know what to say about this. I'm gonna need way more area than I thought I did. Okay, let's do this, I guess. Dude, that is crazy. I was not expecting it to be as massive as it is. We're just gonna get rid of all these sections here and build those out there. Oh yeah, with all these taken apart, so we did have a lot of area that was open. I think that's because we did send a lot of people to Sector 1. Dude, that is absolutely nuts with how big that is. Okay, if I take apart this battery, will we still be good for the last stand, I wonder? Or do we have to move that battery also? Okay, let's see, space. Oh, technically, we don't have to get rid of this one. Okay, cancel the destruction of this one. We do have to get rid of all of these right here. Do we have to get rid of that one road over there? Yeah, we do have to get rid of this road, which we have this opening right here anyway, so we could just do that and then get rid of this. And then once these are all gone, we can get rid of that road right there. Or do we? Because that actually fits in where... Ah, we do have to get rid of this building. I see. Okay, yeah, I actually do get rid of this. Because that piece right there clips into it.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
Yeah, I don't see us building more than one of these. This thing takes up so much space. Okay, gear, go there. Let's get that last one there. And then I guess I could send one of you guys to Romulus, even though we don't really know what's... We can't see it, technically. Because it's outside of our sensors. Boom. This is all getting taken apart, so this is working. Just keep it going, boys. Keep it going. Just keep taking this stuff apart. Okay, so we did have one of these here because it's gonna eat up a lot of our or it's gonna fill up our storages for alloy a lot. Like that one's already full.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh, it's this planet. Yeah, I remember this one. We have landed on the planet. A powdery layer of yellow sulfur covers Adventine. It falls into the many crevices strewn across the planet's surface. The interior of the hollow planet is revealed through these fissures, which offers a spectacular view down to Adventine's core. It is unlike anything we've seen. Telluric pillars support the planet's surface, reaching up out of the central, perfectly spherical core. Like a metallic seed, it seems to absorb the rain of powdered sulfur that falls down from it from above. Okay, cool. We're just gonna speed through this. Okay, he arrived at Romulus. Yeah, we can't do anything with Romulus, that's right. Yeah, that alloy is pretty much full. Crap. Okay, I need... This is Sector 5. Yeah, I need a lot of alloy to get pulled out of Sector 5 into other sectors. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Because with taking apart all of this,
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
we're filling up our storages here. Okay. Everything is nice. So wait, we didn't have to research that though. So then what do we need to like what is... Oh no, there is a research for it. Waste production is reduced. Oh, it's gonna give us a lot of waste apparently. Okay. Maybe I try to make more room for a second one somewhere.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
Will you stop? Stop with your feeble attempts at attacking me. The team of the Gear had great difficulty establishing a study protocol for the planet's core. After multiple attempts, conclusions indicate that the huge central sphere interacts with elementary particles, including bosons and Fro, in a selective and unpredictable manner. 10 previously unknown elementary particles have been identified. Data from the Adventine core analysis will pave the way for new scientific and theological models for years to come. You have to study it. Okay, Sector 5 is good to go. Nice. Okay, so I can get rid of this now. And then... Crap. Okay. So it's not all of the area I thought I could have because I still need to get rid of that road and these here. But it does look like I can do this. How far does that go? No, okay, so I have to do it that way. If I want to put another one of these bad boys down for a few more population, yeah, I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so I have to get rid of these. Also. And then with that, I could actually just move this road down like this. And then get rid of these right here. I'm gonna wait for all these guys to finish what they're doing. With the moving of all that crap. Crap. Okay. Now that that's there, just do that. And now we can just do this and then build another one of these like here. Get a few more. It doesn't look that great, but hey, it works. Because that'll allow me to do this. This place is massive though.
A science ship team
Okay,
has
let's see.
completed a
Analysis indicates that the mass-defining particles that consume the matter of Aventine possesses an altered state. The surface of the planet contains many isotopes previously thought impossible. Many of our theoretical models have been called into question following the discoveries made on Aventine. Unfortunately, the planet's surface is extremely friable, making any longer-term exploration attempts unviable. Well, dang. You know what? You know what's funny? Actually, when I think about like some of the choices I make in this game, when I send my crew to pretty much just die, I think of the new movie Mickey 15. Is it Mickey 15 or Mickey 17? I can't remember. It's Mickey number. I think it's Mickey. Is it Mickey 17 or Mickey? I can't remember now. But it's hilarious. That's what I think about whenever I'm playing this. I just thought about that. Come on, guys. Yeah, there's a road here. Why aren't you guys taking this apart now? Cancel destruction. Not connected to an active workshop. Wait, what? We have a workshop right here. Oh, I see. Okay. That road doesn't actually link anywhere now. Whoops. That's why that hasn't been taken apart. Yeah, this road right here doesn't actually go anywhere. I was wondering why that wasn't getting taken apart. Okay. Let's just speed this up. There we go. So that should, yep, that's getting taken apart. And
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
hold your horses. We'll deal with you in a bit. There we go. So we can get this bad boy built. Which apparently takes a lot of resources, I just realized. Oh my god. So Sector 5, let's move in a bunch more alloy now. Because that is about to eat alloy. I'm gonna get rid of the small battery and put a house here. Come on. Get that bad boy built. Need these drones to keep bringing us alloy here. Okay, they are. That seems to be connected, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Ah, beautiful to watch it getting built. Like, look at that thing. It actually does. I think it's Control U, right? Yeah, to hide the HUD. Oh, I actually like this a lot. Take a nice screenshot. That might be the thumbnail, actually.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Nice, and that's getting built. Yeah, I think we only have one workshop here. That's probably why that's not actually getting taken apart. They could pull the alloy out from it, though. Oh, come on, fellas. Huh.
The Piranesi has launched
Yeah.
a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
It's almost built. There we go. And I guess initiate adaptation? Oh, so it just does it. Okay. It just takes us 10 cycles to do it? We actually need more space for the waste, because I feel like if the waste fills up, it's not going to be able to work. So we need to actually deal with the waste there. Yeah, start filling up Sector 2 with waste. Yeah, we don't need all this carbon. Oh, we're actually full here on it. I just realized that. I'm actually gonna purge this. Yeah, I'm gonna purge this alloy also, turn it into waste production area. Could I purge the garbage? I wonder. Oh, I could just purge the garbage. I didn't even realize that. Huh. I guess that works. Yeah. Dude, actually, oh, you can see where it's going down under. The land down under. Guessing you just go in and you're just getting, like, absolutely mutilated by some machines. Dang, we're actually barely keeping up with the amount of trash that it's producing. Jesus. We're like slightly ahead of it. Wonder how much trash it takes to where we're how much trash it'll fill up with. It'd be cool though, say if there was a sandbox mode that say you like build a bioengineering center and then you can make small changes to like your crew and stuff. Kind of like how you can do in Stellaris with the like changing your genetics or changing your people like into cyborgs and stuff with the traits. That would have actually been really good. This game had a lot of potential for a sandbox mode, honestly. It really did. Oh, a hiccup, Jesus. So are these people just in here then? Because you can see like we don't have like housing issues anymore. Oh, so that isn't actually connected. That's why it wasn't being taken apart. It wasn't connected by a singular piece of road. Whoops. Okay, nice. Let's just sit here on 3 speed till we get that done. But yeah, everything in the universe is great. Oh, we're at 999 rescience. Oh, so I guess it just stops at 999. You can't go over that. Let's look at the research real quick. I want to see... Okay, yeah, that was the only research.
The Piranesi has launched a missile.
Bro, cool your jets. I will deal with you in a minute. God,
An
man.
accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Homie needs to wait his turn. Somebody send him back to kindergarten. God, look how fast everything is moving. Oh yeah, you can see the population going down. Yeah. So am I gonna have to move my crew here? Like everyone here, I guess? I want to check that real quick. Okay, let's go from Sector 1 to Sector 5. Let's go non-workers. Actually, I wonder if I even have any more non-workers here. Because I think they're all colonists now, technically, yeah. Okay, colonist. 640. I'm wondering if it ups the cycle or not. Oh, dang, dude. Okay, we are not... Oh, that's because we filled up with waste. Okay, apparently it's not. I don't know how high the waste storage is on this thing, but Jesus.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun. Population transfer complete.
Oh, okay, so it just does some of our stuff?
A sector is being overworked.
Huh. This leads to the end of the game. Proceed. Yes. Oh, okay. I was waiting to see what would happen.
Administrator, if you are listening to this message, it means the Tiqqun has reached its destination, despite the unpredictable parameters that framed the equation of its journey. The crew have found a new home, whether the one planned for or another. These survivors have already begun to lay the foundations of a new cradle, where creativity, invention, and joy can bloom again. Perhaps you already understand why I insisted, why the mission launch was precipitated. When I discovered that the lunicalism was inevitable, I also understood that any attempt to save our species after this would have been doomed to fail. You took the helm in the only launch window available to us. Thanks to you, our efforts, our mistakes, our sins and sacrifices will sink into oblivion, into the past, while the first pages are written for a newly born humanity.
Okay, so that was kind of the same as the other one, but I liked the other ending so much more. I really do. Yeah, no, that's pretty much over. I do hope, you guys did enjoy this. It should be coming out in a few hours after I finish this. I gotta upload it to my VM. I'm gonna edit it a bit just so to get rid of like me sitting there waiting for the pure AC to hit us. That was so anticlimactic, dude. I thought it would be like a nice scene there or something like that to show it. But like I said, some of you guys did say that the devs were running out of money by the end of the game. Like, I guess originally they didn't even have the game finished. I guess they had to, at some point, come back and actually finish the game. So I guess I can understand that. But they did, I would say they still did a good job on ending the game. I just wish there was a bit more answers when it comes to the whole multiverse and stuff. Like, that is wild. On those things, but the game is awesome. I do really like the story in this game. I like the other ending more. If you want to see the other ending, if you did watch this one and not the other one, the episode before this, we actually went the other ending, which I much more prefer. But I do hope you guys did enjoy, and if you are new here, consider liking, subscribing, and or commenting on the video. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm and just helps us grow as a whole. Night Ops out.